These days, Pokemon is no stranger to the mobile game market. From the monster that is Pokemon Go to the whole library of spin-offs like Rumble Rush, Quest, and more recently Masters, which I can tell you I have not downloaded because I like having the ability to eat. But what was the first game to be released on mobile? Well, if you said 2015's Pokemon Shuffle, you'd be wrong. Of course you'd be wrong. You clicked on the video, you know what's going on. We're going back nearly a full decade. It's 2006, and the next new Pokemon game's coming on Diamond and Pearl. It was a much simpler time. But it was in April of this year that Pokemon's first ever mobile venture was revealed, a game called Pokemate. Shortly after, the developers of the game, Square Enix, yes, seriously, that Square Enix, revealed that Pokemate would indeed be released in the US in the future. And then it never was, and that's why we're here. So what was Pokemate? There's surprisingly very little information about it online, so I had to really go digging. Like seriously, I asked Sarah B himself if he knew anything more about the app than what was up on his page, and even he was stumped, so that's when you know you're in trouble. Do you want to know something hilarious? There's next to no information and no footage of any kind available in this game, but YouTube still has an auto-generated channel for it. I don't... what? Well, what do you know? YouTube also generates bogus topic channels and bogus demonetizations. So Pokemate seems to be a cross between a messaging app, a virtual pet game, and a storage facility. It was exclusively released for one line of phones in Japan, being the NTT Docomo I need my glasses for this. NTT Docomo Foma 900i line. I'm not a very techie person, so that means nothing to me. It doesn't connect with any main series games, and you can't level up or evolve any of the Pokemon, so they just kinda sat there. You just look after the Pokemon, view dex entries, and shove them in a box. It was primarily marketed as a Pokemon-themed email app where you could message and voice chat with a maximum of 16 friends. Your girl ain't coming anywhere near that maximum though, I'm fine. So lonely. You got given 3 Pokemon and then 10 Pokeballs to catch more. It was a free game, but after you use those 10 Pokeballs, you'd have to pay a monthly subscription fee of 210 yen to get more, which is around $2 or so. Imagine the maximum you could spend on a mobile game a month being $2 these days. Like, from here, you'd be able to catch a bunch of Pokemon that would switch around on a fortnightly basis. Different Pokemon could appear based on rarity. Like I said, there is very little information about this game online, let alone any footage. I did, however, manage to find a blog that documented the game's progress and has a goldmine of screenshots that, as far as I know, don't exist anywhere else. Disclaimer, this is where I'm gonna get way too nitpicky, but I don't even care, we're going in. So Pokemate is very strange. Looking at some of these screenshots, I thought that the sprites were all ripped from Gen 3 games. But then I got to Mewtwo and something just seemed off. So I compared the sprites and what do you know, they're different. Why? But the more and more I looked, the sprites got more and more different. And then you get to Lugia's. Excuse me, what happened here? Oh, we've got Celebi. That's a completely new sprite! Why? What was the point? Jirachi's is in a little bowl like in the movie and it's so cute I need to sit down. Oh wait. I could understand if perhaps this was an early Gen 3 game, maybe they were reusing old assets, but no, this was 2 or 3 months before Gen 4 came out. I don't get it. So Pokemate kept going on and updating Pokemon on a fortnightly basis until in December of 2007 they announced that the game was being discontinued the following January. It never saw a release outside of Japan, and I can't say that I'm surprised with it only being available on one line of smartphones and specifically being marketed to elementary school children. This is where the blog post ends you with a comment that wraps all of this up in a nice and neat little bow. It was a really bad app. Hello! This was a short and sweet little video before we get to the massive Sword and Shield stuff soon. I find this stuff really interesting, so if there's some weird and obscure Pokemon thing you think I might not know about, then please do let me know. I finished another Luby video if you want to see that and stuff, you know where to find the links. Also, if you haven't already seen, I put it up on Twitter, so if you're not following me there, follow me there, please, thank you. I'm gonna be a guest at the first ever Winter in the City later this month. The PokeTubers meet and greet ballot is open, so go go go! I think I'm gonna be on a couple of panels as well, so please come see me, I am lonely. Thanks for watching, okay bye.